Want to be able to turn any god from okay, 3,700 DPS, to godly, to 6,065 DPS? Well, it doesn't really matter what the DPS value says in the gun. What matters is as long as you know how to build the weapon correctly and make it a godly weapon. Today, I'm going to give you 4 different tips that are going to make any gun into a godly weapon. And in addition to that, I'm also going to tell you guys how you could convert that and what mods are the best ones to use for any particular weapon. So you like how that sounds? A like would be greatly appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications for more First Descendant coverage. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So whenever you're looking at a weapon, guys, you're going to notice that the DPS is 3,702. Now, this is pretty low. If you have a level 40 weapon, of course, yours are going to be higher. Have level 20 weapon, your DPS is going to be a little bit higher. But using this technique, it's going to increase the weapon exponentially. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what we need to do in order to do so. So I'm going to remove all these right here. And when I remove all these, you're going to notice one thing. You're going to notice that I lose 2,363 on my DPS values. So if I go here and I don't go ahead and hit save, let's say I exit without saving, it's going to notice that it's back to 6,065. So how exactly am I able to make any weapon into this? I'm going to show you guys what you need to do. So there are 4 different mods that are going to turn any weapon into a powerful weapon. The first mod we're going to be looking at, guys, that is going to have to do with firearm attack. So you just put ATK, and that's going to give you all the attack mods that are available. You're going to make sure you select view mod for current weapon. So you guys notice right here, we only have a total of 3. Now, if you guys don't see these little yellow things, I'm going to show you exactly what those are. But I'm going to give you guys a quick example of what this is. So I have one right here. I'm going to move it down here. I'm going to unequip it. And I'm going to bring this up. Just by unequipping this one, I lost 1,340. But if I have this one right here, it's going to give me 784 again. Now, if you don't have these yellow icons, which I'll show you how to make them, you can use any of one as long as it's called rifle reinforcement. Now, the reason this thing is increasing our damage here is because it's increasing our fire attack damage of a weapon. So you want to make sure anytime that you're leveling up or pretty much using a weapon, you always apply this mod to increase the DPS damage of that particular weapon. Now, I'm going to move this back down here. I'm going to move this back down here. I'm going to equip and bring this one up because the same mod is just this one is enhanced, and I'll show you guys how to enhance it for those of you who don't know. All right, so the next thing you want to look for, guys, is for critical damage. So critical, all right. So we have one already. You just put crit. It'll show you the ones you have. I currently only have one. Now, you want to look for anything that gets critical damage. For example, I have this one right here, which was part of this list that I added here, which is called lethal finishes. This is not extremely important. What you want to focus on is any mod that gives you crit damage, okay? So we're going to be applying this one so you guys can see the increment once we apply it here. But you also want to look for this one. If you have this one called lethal finish, it's going to give you a 30% critical hit rate, which is extremely important. So you want to make sure you apply it. If you have it, apply it. But this one gives us a -6 on recoil, but it's also going to give us a +6 on critical hit. So we're going to apply that. And as you see right now, it boosted us to 61. So that's going to move us even further in the damage that we have for this weapon. So for step number 2, anything that gives you crit chance, you want to go ahead and apply it. Apart from crit, all right, so the next thing we want to look for, guys, is something called weak spots. And I already have one applied, which is this one right here. But you're going to notice that this weak point is going to give me damage to any weapon any enemy that has weak spots. So if you're doing the Devourer or you're doing those type of missions like the Colossus, you're going to want to make sure you have this selected and you have it enhanced because that's going to give you a big boost. So we're going to add it right there. It doesn't increase our DPS, but it does increase our DPS when we're fighting that type of enemy. All right, so the next thing you want to guys to look for is called fire rate. All right, so we're going to type in here fire rate, right? And that's going to show all the ones we have. We already have one added, which is the fire rate one. This is already enhanced. I'm going to unequip that and apply this one right here. So you see right here, it's only 821, just a standard one without being enhanced. Once it's enhanced, it boosts us up even more to 1,000 plus. So you're going to be looking for anything that boosts your fire rate. So fire rate is the one to go. Now remember, this particular weapon that I'm using has the white bullets right here. So you want to make sure that whatever weapon you're using has the right bullet, bullet icon here to enhance that particular weapon. Now that we have those 4 categories set up, what else can we do to make a weapon better? Theoretically, if you apply those 4 mods to any weapon, the DPS is going to shoot up and it's going to make it into a godly weapon. But on top of that, For this particular weapon, we went ahead and added magazine compulsive, which is going to go ahead and give us even more bullets in our magazine. We went ahead and reduced the recoil because we did have a mod that gave us recoil reduction, gave us recoil, and this is just going to kind of compensate for that. And we also added this module, which is going to say 5% movement speed while aiming. Since we are running like to run and gun, and we're running bunny, we want to make sure we have something that always boosts our speed, because with with bunny you got to always be moving. Now, the one that's giving us even more damage is this one right here, and these are elemental mods. Now, based on the character you're playing, or based on whatever weapon you're using. For example, this is the Thunder Cage example. This weapon fires elemental damage, which fires electrical damage. So I went ahead and applied the socket, and this is going to allow the electrical attack equals 19.3% of your firearm attack. So basically, if I increase my firearm attack high, this is going to even increase even further, because it's going to boost the damage it does when electricity is applied. And since the gun is shooting electricity, I'm running bunny, it has electricity, then the weapon is going to be doing a lot of electrical damage, causing the damage to be very beneficial for me. And that's going to increase it. So if I were to remove this one here, you're going to see that it's going to not affect the DPS, but whenever I am using the mod and it's being procced with electricity, it's going to increase that. All right. So there you guys have it. That is how you do the weapon. Now, a couple things. This yellow thing, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. All right, so now you guys will notice we're at 6,121. That is a huge jump from the 3,702, guys. That's almost 3,000 points. It's very close. Now, if I still have one more slot here, or I can enhance this even further to boost this even up. So this is just by enhancing the two, like just this one and this one, okay? And this one right here. So this rifleman, if I could have kept enhancing that one, that would have even boosted even up further. Now, how do you actually get those yellow icons? To enhance the mods, you're going to want to go to talk to this guy right here, and he's going to be the one that's going to make the mods even more powerful than they are, which are going to help you boost the DPS. Now, I recommend doing this whenever you're already dead set on a weapon you want to kind of use, but you basically always want to enhance the ones I mentioned. Those four that I mentioned, those are the ones you want to enhance, because those are the ones you're going to be using on every weapon. Theoretically, you're going to need to have 3 sets of these to be able to add to each individual weapon that you're currently using. Now, we're going to go here to Enhance Module. You're going to look for the particular module that is correspondent to the weapon. So if I'm using a purple ammo type, I'm going to look for purple bullets. If I'm looking for, blue bullets, I'm going to look for that. And if I'm looking for white bullets, I'm going to go look for here. And of course, orange bullets. And just pretty much enhance them. Click on the mod. You need to click here where hidden stance. It's going to charge you 100 currency, 1,000 gold. And every time you keep going up, it's going to keep charging you as you guys are enhancing that particular module. So that's how you enhance it. Now, one thing with that, while you're enhancing, is you're going to want to make sure that when you come in here and you customize this weapon, that every time this gets enhanced, it eats up more resources of the actual module capacity. And it's going to get to the point where you're going to be capped. And what you need to do is click on module addition settings and click on max capacity. I already maxed this out to 78. And that's going to go ahead and maximize the amount of capacity this particular weapon is able to hold to be able to give you a boost to that particular weapon. So right here, it's going to cost an energy activator. So once you have that energy activator, which you get by just doing missions, you should be able to enhance this particular weapon. Now, in addition to enhancing the weapon, you could go ahead and assign module sockets, but you're also going to need a crystallization catalyst, which is going to give you the ability to absorb this particular catalyst and go ahead and apply these sockets into your particular weapon. So you'll be able to add module sockets in here to make this weapon more powerful. But in order to do that, you have to hit proficiency in level 40 first to be able to do this to this weapon. So if you guys go ahead and do this, you're going to notice that this is going to make the weapon even more powerful than it currently is. I'll have a separate video going over this particular portion because this deserves its own proper video. I don't want to go ahead and overextend this video too much, but that's what you want to do. And there you guys have it. That is how you can make any weapon in the current game right now, and when the game releases, from okay to godly. Just apply those 4 mods, and you guys are going to be doing exponential amount of DPS and damage every single time with any gun that you use. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, do me the huge favor, guys. Drop a comment, drop a like, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Turn on all your notifications so you guys won't miss when our video goes live. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.